Hello and good morning. My name is James Davila and I'm a facilitator of a program called Thinking into Results. Thinking into Results is a 12-lesson program that was produced and created by Mrs. Sandy Gallagher and Bob Proctor. The Proctor Gallagher Institute and Life Success Corporate are responsible for the phenomenal production and creation of Thinking into Results. One question for you is, are you satisfied with your results? R for results. Are you satisfied with your results? This is a new year, January 2018. The current day is the 8th of January. Now, for a second, just look at what your current results are. The health of your physical body, your bank account, your employment. Just look around your surroundings. Are you currently enjoying your results? Truth might be that you have some results that you currently enjoy, and there are some results that you don't enjoy at all, that you want to change. And you may have attempted to change these results several times over. But for some reason, that particular result goes with you day after day, after month, after year. And it soon becomes 20 to 30 years that you've had those certain results, those certain things that you've always been trying to change, but they never change. Well, thinking into results is a lesson for you. Now, let's say this little squiggly circle resembles a cloud, a thought cloud. And this is your money sign. Let's just say, take for example, a person has been making a certain amount of money year after year, and for some reason hasn't been able to push past that level of income. Well, that individual decides that he's going to go get a second job. He's already working 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. Well, now he's working a second job part-time on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So now he's got 2 jobs. So what does he do? Well, he goes to work, he does his shift, gets off, grabs a bite to eat, and goes to his other job. And he does that day after week, after month, after year. And what happens? Somehow he comes up with the same, if not less, of the same result. That's an example of how we as human beings are working with the outside, working the outside in rather than in on the outside. Now, let me explain better what I mean. More money. This individual wanted more money, so he goes and gets 2 jobs. Well, the outcome was the same result. You see, we cannot get a new result by focusing on the issue, by focusing on the problem. Thinking into results teaches us that we live from the inside out rather than the outside in. We don't let the outside control our mind. We control our mind. Thus, then we control our environment. What you're looking here is an image. We call this the stick person. This image was created back in 1934 in San Antonio, Texas by a doctor named Thurman Fleet. Phenomenal person, just as well as Bob Proctor and Mrs. Sandy Gallagher. Now, this drawing is the drawing of our mind. You see, if you go around and you ask anybody on the streets, hey, have you ever seen your mind? They're going to probably say, yeah. Well, a lot of us, including myself up until thinking into results, have thought that mind was just another word for what we use as the brain, although the mind is not the brain. Now, I'm getting ready to show you here a beautiful, phenomenal process. And it starts with the mind and the parts of this stick person. I want you, if you have any questions, email me at davilaproservices@gmail.com. Also, 619-602-1846 for immediate response. You can give me a text at that number. This is good stuff. This is phenomenal stuff. Yet, not too many people talk about this type of stuff. This stick person drawing is responsible for billions of dollars around the world. This drawing right here. I know it's simple. You might laugh at it. But once you start to realize what these parts and how it works, you'll be thankful of now that you understand it. Bob Proctor often says, if you know what you want, tell me what you want, and I'll show you how to get it. Well, today here in this second set, in these minutes I have with you, tell me what you want, and I'll show you how to get it using the mind. We all operate with the same consciousness, the same power. We have a power that flows to and through our bodies nonstop, 24/7, through our consciousness. These arrows that flow through and to us represent the consciousness. It's a power. The top half is our conscious. We use this to accept and to reject. This circle represents the ideas, the thoughts, and the images that we can create on autopilot. But that's the issue, on autopilot, automatically. A human being has up to 50 to 70,000 thoughts per day. That's 35 to 48 on average thoughts per minute. If a human being is on autopilot with all these thoughts, mind you, thoughts are things and they can be measured through frequencies. Can you imagine what kind of thoughts you're having? See, thoughts are the start for the results that we get in our lives. We have a power that goes to and through us 24/7, 365. Consciousness, the top half, is our thinking mind. This is where we can create, originate ideas, thoughts, and create an image that we can hold in the mind. The bottom half, which is the subconscious, we also call it our emotional mind. This I like to also call the bee's knees. Whatever gets created and visioned here and attached appropriately with enough thought and emotion and will, then starts to transmute and internalize into our subconscious. Once it's here in the subconscious, it must play out. Example, that amount of money that you've been wanting, imagine that you have it now. Now, I know you hear this several times, but it's true. Imagine that you have that money right now, to the point where you feel it, to the point where you start to feel as though it's in your bank account now. Start allowing yourself to have the thoughts of what it is to have that amount that you want to have. And then envision yourself doing what it is you want to do with that money. For example, if it's $10,000 that you want, well, a good exercise can be allow your body to be in a relaxed state and visualize you counting that $10,000. You can count it in $100 bills, $50 bills, whatever denomination you want. But visually count that money. And do this every day in a relaxed state. That's important. Whatever you focus on and use one of our intellectual factors, which is the imagination, and you use will, which is another intellectual factor, long enough, that will have to play out in the subconscious. You see, we have 5 sensory factors. That's see, that's hear, that's taste, touch, and smell. Those 5 sensory factors in school, they taught us to operate and navigate through our physical world using those sensory factors. Although it was not mentioned these 6 intellectual factors, which we can live our higher selves through our 6 mental faculties. That is your imagination, your perception, your memory, your will, your intuition, and your reason. Listen, if you have any questions about what I'm talking to you here, once again, please send me an email at davilaproservices@gmail.com and or text me for a fast immediate response at 619-602-1846. This is a new year 2018. That result that you've been trying to change for years, you can change it. You can with Thinking into Results, a phenomenal program that was created by Mrs. Sandy Gallagher and taught by her and Mr. Bob Proctor to people like you and me and everywhere across the world and across the globe. Whatever you think and focus on internalizes into the subconscious, transmute through the body. The body then turns in, creates a reaction to the universe, and helps to create a new result. I want to thank you for your time. My name is James Davila. I'm a facilitator with Thinking into Results. Do yourself something new. Do yourself the favor of at least inquiring about what's in store with Thinking into Results. Thank you.